What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin. We are seeing some pumpy action on the price. As you can see, we're going to analyze the situation. Are we going to manage to break 24.5k range? This is what we're going to talk about in today's live stream. We're going to analyze some other markets such as the S&P 500, some other cryptocurrencies, and of course, most importantly, we are going to go through the comment section, guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. I need you to do one thing, and that's only one thing only, is to smash up that like button. Almost 200 people watching already at this moment, so absolutely destroy that like button, and let's just say quickly hello in the comment section. Happy Monday. I know I've got Joseph here in the comment section, Racing Pixel. I guess you want to know what is going on with Bitcoin. We are seeing some pumpy action, okay? Now, this was the most likely scenario. We talked about this on yesterday's live stream after this large consolidation and this large support level and this kind of diamond formation also, where you are creating here slightly high highs, slightly lower highs, lower lows, higher lows, right? It's a kind of a diamond formation. The likely scenario on Bitcoin is to actually come and retest here the 24.5k levels in the next coming hours, maybe going to be 1 to 2 days. So it is very, very possible. So this was the most likely scenario. There was higher probability in Bitcoin actually getting that pump after this large consolidation, after this large bearish exhaustion hitting this support. This was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Did I long this? No, I did not. I'm looking for breakout of levels, bounce of resistance and support, but we're going to zoom in here on the Bitcoin price and take a look at the big major levels, because if we do get that retracement right, there are two options right now. We either go all the way up here to round about the 24.5k range in the next coming hours with no retracement, or we actually could have a small retracement, and there are some big resistance levels that we have been breaking right now. We can go through this right now because we could see some major day trade opportunities if we were to have that retracement, guys. This is what we want to have a look at, okay? Those major opportunities. We've had some pretty nice volume. It's not an insane amount of volume. It would be nice to see a little bit of more volume, as you can see with this kind of price action. Much more volume, that we have seen for the last 3 to 4 days. So we can see that, that pressure to the upside. Now, what would be a good level for the Bitcoin price to get a retracement and get a bounce? And I can just tell you right now, with this price action, there has been a major resistance zone, which we have been getting rejected for the last week or so, even more than a week, the last 10 days. So this is the $23,400, $23,500 range, okay? As you can see, this box over here, it's a big major level. We can even see the level from here, all right over there. We just broke out with some pretty nice volume just a couple of hours ago. As you can see, this is a solid breakout right there from this major resistance zone, as you can see on the chart. Getting rejected every single time. These are the levels we want to pay attention once we retrace down to. Now, there's the option here of the price of BTC continuing up, all right, and probably not having that retracement. But if it does have the retracement coming down with low volume, it is likely we are going to get that bounce from that $23,450 range. We do have a nice spike in volume here, as you can see from the start of this major red candle. As you can see, big volume, big resistance zone that will likely turn into support and have continuation to the upside. So this is the level where I would be looking for that opportunity. I'm waiting for the breakout, waiting for the retracement. If we have that correction with low volume, it is a good level for me to enter a long position. 23,450, this is the level that I am taking a look at. Now, we do also have here the value area high from this trading range, right? We've got a low level of a massive mountain and the high. We're currently breaking out from this range. We're probably going to see a little bit of resistance from this large consolidation that we did have late July and beginning of August here slightly. Nice spike there on the VPVR. There is a possibility of getting that rejection So that would be the ideal scenario. This is a nice level for a potential bounce to retest the highs. So it would be an in-out trade, right? That is the scenario that I am looking for right now on Bitcoin, guys. Let me just quickly go. Birthday man is back. Yes, getting still happy birthdays. This was 3 days ago. So yeah, still getting some happy birthdays. It was on the 5th of August. First supporter here says Alvin, thank you very much. Crypto Big Brains, good morning. How are you? Tin Banan, good morning. Andy, have a nice day. I hope you're having a nice day also. Thanks for joining the live stream. Where is Andy? He's still sleeping. Yes, still sleeping. Had a little bit of a rough weekend because it was my birthday. So a lot of party, not too much sleep, but it is Monday. We need to be here. Time to focus on the chart, get some trades on, make some money, and yeah, just do a lot of live streams and connect with the community. Look for those opportunities. I almost got stopped out from my Prime XBT trade on the S&P 500 at break even, just about near my entry. What is going on? Are we going to see some more pumpy action on the S&P 500? Because S&P 500, you know, is still looking like it wants to make another higher high. We had a small correction here, and it looks like I'm just about to get stopped out at break even. And, you know, we might be seeing a little bit of more momentum, but you can see that these high highs on the S&P 500 are getting exhausted. I am looking for that large correction at some point. If you have good risk management, if you have tight stop losses, then of course you can try and catch the top. But what happens when you try and catch the top from a major uptrend? Then, you know, you can get burnt if you do not have good risk management. Of course, like I said on the other live streams, I can get stopped out a few times here looking for that major correction, because the risk to reward is going to be much more than my stop loss, right? It's like you're risking 1 to gain 10, right, of the distance of your stop loss. So this is the kind of swing trade that I'm looking for, having good risk management and looking finally for that big major correction where I'm getting, you know, a 10 to 1. So you can get stopped out 2, 3, 4 times. Then if you manage to have that momentum to the downside, then of course you are making some pretty good profits. Let's analyze the situation. I'm going to go more through the comment section, right? I've given you my opinion on Bitcoin. Of course, if S&P 500 has that correction, it can drag the price of Bitcoin. Okay, all my eyes are on the S&P 500 at this moment, because we are probably going to attempt to break 24.5k on Bitcoin, especially if we see the S&P 500 still creating, you know, slightly higher highs. But there is a possibility that we are going to fail to break 24.5k levels, especially if the S&P 500 starts getting exhausted and has that big major correction. So yeah, this is something that I'm eyeing. S&P 500 is hitting one of the strongest resistance that there is right now. Okay, looking at the VPVR, as you can see here, a lot of volume traded at this range back in April, May of 2021, even June. As you can see, a lot of volume traded at this level. Got some volume traded at here, this range also. Quite a lot of volume traded right at this range here in June of 2022. This is currently where we at. We're at the point of control. We could get heavily rejected from this range. This is what I am looking for. And if this does happen, we are going to see Bitcoin getting that correction. So let's Andy, lovely boy, Gustavo, how are you? Brenda, M. Janet, Real Al Pacino says Cadena. Let's take a look at Cadena. Why not? Morning Legend, Wiggly, how are you doing? Racing Pixel, Joseph, Scotty, thanks for the insane support. 401 watching and on a Monday, not only 100 likes. Yes, guys, smash up that like button if we are 400 watching at this moment. Andy the Legend, Anshu, how are you? Let's take a look. Pump to 28k. Come on, says Duruf. I'm not sure if we are going to go that high. I'm not sure. I mean, there is one thing right now, guys. We are hitting resistance. We are hitting resistance. Why are we hitting resistance? We are hitting a major daily level. What daily level? I think we just hit it to the exact dollar at this moment while I was doing the live stream. No, we didn't actually. We're still a few dollars away from hitting that daily level. But guess what level we are hitting right now, which we are likely to get a rejection. Okay, there's a small spike here on the VPVR, as you can see. Spike, we're getting a reaction. Pumpy action is likely to get a correction from this range slightly. I'm looking for those low levels here for a potential long. If we do get that nice retracement with low volume, very important, with low volume. If we start having a spike in volume with this correction, will not be trading this, okay? And this is the experience. This is the, how to read the charts. This is when I'm going to get comments like, you said this was a good long level. We actually, went straight through it. Yeah, but we need to learn how to read the momentum with volume, the exhaustion, and then jump into that trade, okay? Don't randomly put a limit order here and buy this level, because you might get a big, massive red candle here with volume, with selling pressure. And I won't be long in this, guys. So this is the thing. Right. Reason why we're also getting resistance, guess what? We are hitting a major Fibonacci level from the highs here of 24.7 down to the lows here of 22.4. We are hitting, guess the Fibonacci number? Yes, it is the 618. The most common level where the price can get rejected. 618, we are hitting it at this moment, as you can see here on the chart. Right over here at the 23.8. It is the 618 from the highs that we did create the month of July, of the lows created in August. Right now 618. So the possibility in getting a rejection from this range is very, very high. But I would not short it. I would not short this range. Reason number one is because we are likely to retest the highs. I would much prefer a small correction here and then get into a long position. Remember, we are locally still in an uptrend. We are getting defended from this 22.8k major daily level, major resistance that is turning into support. We talked about this for the last few days. Major opportunities inside of this level. I only longed one of the levels, which was the first touch after this drop, after creating these highs. First touch, that was the only one I longed, all the way up here to the 23.6, which was also made resistance. But there has been, pretty nice opportunities here bouncing, as you can see, from level to level. So what is our next level to level for any new subscribers, anyone new here coming right now? This is something that I'm analyzing on Bitcoin. If I do zoom in here on the 1 hourly chart, I've been talking about the nice spike on volume that we have had. It's not a huge amount. I would have preferred to see something like this or something like this, okay? But it is more volume than average for the last 5 days approximately. So this spike on volume, we are seeing that pressure breaking out from a major zone. Now, what are the highs from this zone? The highs right here is round about the 23,450, as you can see right there. So I would much more prefer a long opportunity from this level. If we do start getting a small correction with low, very low volume, much lower than the spike here, very important, coming down to that 23.4, this is a huge level. It has been resistance for the last 8 days from the 1st of August, resistance, 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 hitting that 23.4, 23.5, bang, bang, bang. What has happened right now? We were hitting that level. Of course, we need volume for the breakout of this resistance. It's a major zone that we have been trading for the last 8 days. If the price retraces down right now to that exact level, the value area high from the volume traded the last 8 days with very low volume and has a small reaction, this is a great longing opportunity for me. I will be longing that level if we come down there with low volume. So this is something that I wanted to point out there with the community. You can see it here, looking at the chart is just a battle in between sellers and buyers. Every time we hit this level, sellers stepped in. They did not want the bulls to break this resistance. We hit it so many times and we started to create higher lows right there in this kind of diamond pattern. This is already a sign of strength and bearish exhaustion. We talked about this yesterday, about the probabilities after forming this formation on the live stream yesterday, this is likely to be defended. This is likely to have, bullish momentum, between today and tomorrow. We actually broke out from this level. This was the highest probability. Once you form this formation, diamond formation like this, especially when you're coming from an uptrend with large volume, the pressure is going to the upside, you're hitting major support levels, the probabilities in here going to higher levels, it was just very, very likely. Okay, so we got that confirmation from this break up. It is likely that we are going to continue up, in my opinion. If we correct with low volume, that is a major opportunity. I will be taking this trade. I will be taking this trade. These are the moments I am waiting patiently to break major resistance with some volume. Okay, volume could be higher, but it is worth the risk. Okay, there is a spike in volume. Of course, this is a setup too. Also, we got red volume. The back of this red candle with high volume is likely also to be resistance, support. Sorry, we're testing the back of that candle. If we have that correction, looking for that long in opportunity. Only if we have low volume. If we start seeing a spike in volume like this, or like this, right over here, inside of this correction, I repeat, I will not trade this. There will be a lot of selling pressure, meaning that this level could not hold as support and we could go to lower levels. So just a quick brief explanation on level to level trading here that I am looking for today, Monday. It's Monday. It's time to start making some trades, starting to make some money, because it is Monday, of course. Guys, absolutely destroy that like button. We are over 500 people watching. You need to smash up that like button if you want to continue seeing these potential setups, these explanations on these trading opportunities. Guys, make sure to smash up that like button. Come on, guys. You know the deal. The platforms that I'm using to trade is Bybit and also PrimeXBT. Oh, I'm in a long position on XRP actually. I did say to my community right now, the reason why I'm in a long on XRP, looking for that 40 cents to be tested, I'm going to explain it right away. Remember, you do have an insane bonus on Bybit down below, up to $4,450 worth of bonus with my link in the description. This is the platform that I use almost every single day. It's one of my favorites. The fees are extremely cheap, and PrimeXBT is also my favorite to use Bitcoin as collateral, or Ethereum or stable coins such as USDT, while you're trading the S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, oil, gold, natural gas, this Forex. You have a huge amount of assets to trade and you're using crypto as collateral. It's absolutely insane, guys. You get 7% added to your deposit if you use my link down below, and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code that you need to put in here on the main account. Check out the tutorial down below, guys. This is another way to support the channel. I do get a small commission, but these are the platforms that I use every single day. These are the only ones that I use at this moment, Bybit and PrimeXBT. So let's take a look at XRP and explain why I'm in a long position. This was analysis that we talked about, and I'll go through the comment section. Bybit is the best. Yeah, Bybit is very, very good. You don't get any scam wicks, okay? And they have a lot of volume. 24-hour volume is over $1 billion. So yeah, you don't have to worry about liquidity. It's one of the best that I use. Let's talk about XRP first, and let's take a look at Monday usual, a good day to have great scalp, says Raising Pixel. Absolutely. Monday payday, says Chris. Absolutely. We need to find those opportunities and get into those opportunities. I want to take a look at the DXY also. So much information here to take a look at, but I'm going to explain why I'm in this long position on XRP, and this was explained yesterday. Let's take a look at the take a look at the Bybit chart here. I mean, this was the only analysis that we made on XRP yesterday. Let's take a look at volume. Yeah, basically right over here, what happened with XRP? I mean, this is looking at the 12 hourly. We can zoom in on the 4 hourly chart. Okay, zoom in a little bit. We don't need a VPVR at this level. Just keep it simple, talk about level to level, why I am in this long position from this 37-cent range, okay? Now, I will be start protecting my position as soon as we go up here, and I will be taking profit as soon as we almost going to reach the highs, all right? And definitely protecting my position. Why am I in this long position from 37 cents? Well, it is pretty obvious. Trading level to level price action with volume. You are in a local uptrend. You are creating higher lows. So longing is, better for a day trade or a small swing trade. You go with a trend. Trend is your friend. If you have major resistance that has been broken with a large amount of volume, looking at the chart here on XRP, more volume than average, as you can see, breaking the resistance level, beautiful, getting that reaction from this level with low volume. This is very likely to have a leg up and to retest these highs of 39.40 cent level. So it's just a small trade. I think it's not even a 5% pump, but even though, you can still make some pretty nice, it's about a 6-7% pump. So, you still can make some gains there with a little bit of leverage. And it's just only that. Rule number 1, go with a trend. Trend is creating higher lows. Rule number 2, you're breaking resistance. You're breaking a large resistance with high volume. You're breaking with high volume. You are retracing down to this resistance level that also has some pretty nice volume, as you can see on the chart, the top of this candle. You are getting a reaction, probabilities here, and getting another leg up to retest the highs. Now, it's just very, very likely. You could get that double top, okay? So, not everyone is going to be successful in this trade, There are so many different ways of people that trade this. You have your emotions, you have people not putting their stop loss at break even. So you could create a double top right there. People thinking, yeah, you are going to break resistance, and then you have a massive double top break here, support, and then you say, oh my goodness, I should have taken profits, or I should have protected my position. So I have been in so many different trades with other people, and it's the same trade, and people have made more profits. Some of them have got stopped out. Some of them have got stopped out at break even, and it was the same trade. So this is all, this is your last decision, of course, to take profits here, to protect your position, because even though it's the same profit, it's the same trade, sorry, people will take it differently. People, some of the people are going to be more conservative. As soon as you pump, you're going to start protecting your position. I do this a lot. I do have good defensive trading. Break even, I do get stopped out a lot at break even, but it is what it is. It's better at break even than having a major loss, okay? A big stop loss or a big liquidation price, because then, it might get hit at some point. Anyway, just a few little tips on how I trade, of course. Pranav says, RV analysis, please. Racing Pixel, thanks for the insane support, my man. Scotty also is here in the comment section. Got my moderators here. Joseph giving insane support like always. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at RV analysis. Nice work, Andy says, to your Jaft. You're very welcome. Thank you very much. Just subscribed yesterday. Very impressed with the quality TA content. Clear explanations at why and when you're doing things. Also is the reason why you use the 0.65 fib to oppose the 0.66. Well, the 0.65 is a Fibonacci level, okay? I know 0.66 is a modified one from Chart Champions, it is, it's the 0.65, 0.618. It's just a range, okay? You're not going to hit the 618 to perfection, right? You're always going to have that little volatility, and that is, Chart Champions channel, as they say. But yeah, it's basically hitting the 618 level and just having a little bit of that volatility above the 618, right? It's a range. You're never going to hit the 618 and get an exact correction. It's a range. So this is why, I have 618 and the 65, which is a fib level. It's not a modified fib level. There's that range, okay? It's a range. Nothing else. XRP pumping. You got that right, my man. You got that right. It is pumping a little bit, not much. Bitcoin can correct at this moment. All right, we are hitting a major resistance. If Bitcoin starts correcting heavily, I think we should be getting a bounce at this level, like I mentioned, the 23,450, like I explained at the beginning of the live stream. It's been a major resistance, getting rejected every single time. We formed a diamond bottom pattern. If we start correcting a little bit right now, there is a high probability that we will be getting a bounce and looking for continuation to the upside, uptrend, looking to have a retest of these highs. It's just very, very likely. Of course, everything can change if we have suddenly large volume, large selling pressure. I would stay extremely cautious. This could be an A, B, C kind of correction. If we start seeing a large volume at the top of this range, alarms need to go off, right? Alarms need to go off. If, going from bullish, we might be switching to bearish. Things can change so fast on the charts. And if you are longing, of course, you want to have a defensive strategy. I've got a super chat here. Let's take a look at Aave. Andy, we have many requests on Aave. Let's take a look at Aave and then I'll take a look at the super chat. Wow, my goodness. A lot of work here. A lot of work here on the live stream. Let's take a look at Aave at this moment. Let's zoom out on Aave. What is happening on Aave right now is that we are hitting a major resistance level. Let me just get this out of the way. Let's do some zoom out here on this analysis. As you can see, we're just about hitting a resistance zone. You connect these lower highs, we're just about to have a breakout, as you can see, from this kind of descending wedge. You got very aggressive lower highs. This is looking at the daily chart. As you can see, lower high, big massive wick volatility, lower high. You are just about to break out from this zone. Now you might think to yourself, can this have a rejection and come to lower? Yes, of course it can. But if it has a breakout, there will be a major opportunity here on Aave. Very, very likely. We've got a strong resistance level that can be switched into support. Let's take a look at VPVR levels. Yeah, just about to break from a major zone here. Oh wow, we got a big spike on the VPVR at this range, point of control, which is at the $95 range. We're currently at 104. So if we have that bullish momentum with large volume, we want to see a nice spike in volume. Breaking what zone? It does look like it is ready for that spike up. We've been correcting here for quite some time. We could see some bullish momentum in the next coming days. I want to wait for confirmation. How do I know what is confirmation? Breaking out this major resistance level at the $115, $117 range. We had big support, broke down, was resistance, continuation to the downside. Easy trade right there. What if we have that breakout here from $117 level? Okay, we want to see that breakout with a spike in volume. Right, we want to see that breakout from this major resistance zone, and if we retrace down with low volume, it is likely to see continuation to the upside. Very small local uptrend. Okay, if you're in doubt, zoom out. We are in a very aggressive downtrend, so the possibility in getting rejected from this range is just very possible. This is why I'm not going to long. I'm not going to speculate that this is going to happen. You could actually short this range if you want to have a tight stop loss here, to speculate that you are going to go lower because you are in a very aggressive downtrend. But I would wait for confirmation, of course. The best scenario here for me would be a solid breakout with large volume. And if we retrace down here to this range, of course, you want to go with this small local uptrend that you have been creating for the last couple of weeks. This is a daily chart. So if we go to the 4 hourly, you are in a local uptrend, as you can see here, creating higher lows every time. So if you do have that breakout with a large volume, I would look for consolidation at this range and look for those longs at the $115, $120 range. Only if you do have that breakout with large volume. I want large volume here with the breakout or continuation to the upside, looking for those longs. That's what I got here for Aave. Let's take a look at today BTC 30k. Wow, I'm not sure if we will reach 30k, but it does look like that we are on our way to retest here the 24.5k range. We're just, just a couple of $100 away, so it's just likely to happen. Now this diamond bottom pattern right there, let me just get fib level on Bitcoin. We can see that we have created a kind of a diamond bottom pattern hitting major support levels. So the probabilities in getting this spike up was very, very high. We talked about this probabilities. When I did the live stream, we were trading at this range, and we talked about the probabilities on Bitcoin going higher was likely because of this diamond bottom pattern and because of the insane support that we got right there. We got huge volume also with this movement to the upside. And the trend, the local trend, is to the upside. We are creating slightly higher highs. We are creating higher lows. There is a little bit of exhaustion here also because this is kind of a double top. But we are still in an uptrend. You like it or not, we are still in an uptrend. So of course, higher is likely. Let's take a look here at the super chat here 1 second, because I do have a super chat. Keegan, thanks for the €5 super chat. Let's take a look at what you're talking about here. Hi Andy, can you compare the S&P 500 versus Nasdaq? Which is better shorting opportunity? Nasdaq looks like it's already hitting downward sloping resistance. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. I mean, I think they do move very similar. So Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P 500, they are extremely correlated. Some of them have a movement slightly before than the other, but if Nasdaq, S&P 500 pumps, of course Dow Jones will pump also. So I just prefer taking a look at S&P 500. It is not that volatile, and it's the one that I've been analyzing the most. But we can take a look at Nasdaq, of course. See what's going on. It's already hitting downwards sloping resistance, so it would be this one right over here, just hitting that level right now. S&P 500, I mean, this is the thing, they do look like they are at the verge of a potential correction right now. S&P 500 is not hitting the resistance from the lower highs yet, so it's pretty far away. I think we're probably not even going to hit it. But like you said, on Nasdaq, we are just hitting that level at this moment. Let's zoom out on the daily. Not much on the VPVR, just slightly getting above. Not much here levels on the VPVR. We got large volume everywhere, so VPVR is not helping us here much. Yeah, I think, it is poised for a major correction at this moment. Nasdaq, Dow Jones, we are in a local downtrend. We are hitting this resistance zone. So it is just likely to get that correction, right? It is likely to get the correction. I think it's going to come on the S&P 500 also. So stay cautious. Bitcoin will maybe not have, if we start correcting from this range, or if we break it, if we start correcting from this range, this is not going to be good for Bitcoin. If we start breaking this resistance on Nasdaq, then it's going to be looking, quite bullish. We're probably going to start creating, an uptrend. This is going to be the confirmation in the next coming days. I do believe so, of course, that we are in a downtrend, and, continuation to the downside is likely. So, these are the kind of trades you want to potentially get in. If you have tight stop losses, the risk to reward for a retest of these lows, it's almost a 10-to-1 trade. You're risking 1 to gain, 8, 10 of what you're risking. So, yeah, I would say multi-monthly downtrend. The most likely scenario is to get rejection from this point on Nasdaq. It looks pretty good. So yeah, compare S&P 500 and Nasdaq. No, they move very, very similar. They are both hitting major resistance zones. So yeah, I think correction is very, very possible. You could see a little bit of more bullish momentum fake out. So if you start getting a lot of choppy action at this range in the next coming days on NASDAQ, it will be a confirmation of exhaustion, in my opinion. And then you could potentially correct. We're just about hitting that range here the last couple of days. So I would be looking for that little bit of more exhaustion, a little bit of more choppy action. Then that would be definitely a confirmation that, you know, we are likely going to get that correction. You know, just like this, right? If we do get this kind of price action, right over here, it's going to be a beautiful level to short with good risk management to put your stop loss above the highs. This is the kind of price action I would like to see for that correction, right, guys? Something like this, exhaustion, toppy action, right there. Then I would say, wow, it is likely to get that correction. So yeah, hitting resistance. Let's see what happens. You know, there is a possibility also in getting a massive breakout with large volume. Then of course, I think it will be looking bullish. We're getting above a major resistance zone, and we are likely to see a continuation to the upside, breaking the resistance level from the lower highs from the multi-monthly downtrend. Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, I will be willing to wait for some choppy action here for potentially shorting it. If we break with a large volume, I might be looking for longs on the retracement. Andy, but if Bitcoin has retracement, isn't XRP going to go down too? Yes, very likely, very likely. So, you know, you need to have defensive trading. If Bitcoin starts correcting from this range, I mean, and it's looking strong, not gonna lie. I mean, this is why I wouldn't short this range. I just explained, we are hitting resistance level, we are hitting Fibonacci level, we are hitting a daily level. But of course, we have been hitting this range now for quite some time. We got this retest. We got this retest. You know, it's the third time. Is this the time to get a correction? Well, no. The more times you hit a level, it is more likely to have that pushy momentum, you know, to go higher. Why should we get rejected for the third time? We get once, twice, 3 times. You know, no. This is likely to have pushy action to the upside. So shorting this range is extremely risky. I would be looking for those day trade longs, maybe scalps, because you are seeing breakout of resistance. You are seeing some volume here on on the price action to the upside. You do have a diamond bottom pattern. The likely scenario to reach the target, which is the width right there, from the breakout, you know, it's likely we're going to hit 24.4k Bitcoin potentially today. Maybe in the next coming days we might get a little bit of choppy action and then reach those levels. You created a diamond bottom pattern right there, getting insane support from this daily zone 22.6, 22.4. Only long position that I made was here to here. That was the only long position that was mentioned on a live stream on the 2nd of August. We talked about the probabilities on Bitcoin on yesterday's live stream at this range to potentially have bullish momentum because of this diamond bottom pattern, because we are in an uptrend. So looking at the probabilities was to get that bullish momentum. We got large volume here to the upside, low volume on the correction, choppy action, diamond bottom. You are in an uptrend, you are creating higher lows and higher highs, so the probabilities in bouncing from the support and going higher is just very, very high. So, and this is what is happening right now. We're just seeing we're having that bullish momentum, you know. It is maybe we're not correcting. Usually on these diamond patterns, when you break out, you know, you don't have much bullish bearish momentum. You don't have much corrections. You just slice through. We're having a little bit of volatility right now to the upside. Yep. Here we go. test of 24.5. Are we going to manage to break it? Is the S&P 500 going to have bullish momentum in the next couple of days? If we start breaking above these resistance levels, also on NASDAQ, it's going to be looking pretty bullish. We might be finishing the downtrend. Recession is cancelled. Bear market, insane crash is cancelled. And we are going to try and hit the all-time highs on the S&P 500 in the next coming weeks. Who knows? Or coming months, potentially. A lot of people are bearish. 24K now. Hope my wine glass gets refilled soon. 24K selfie, baby. 24K BTC. Yes, we are hitting that range. Will we manage to retrace? Are we having bullish momentum with volume or with no volume? Ideal scenario for me right now would be getting a retracement with low volume to hit that 23.4, 23.5. This is only a $500 move. Of course, you might just continue and continue. If we do have that retracement, I would belong in these strong support levels. Remember, I am getting in the highest probability trades. Right now, at this level, should I short, should I long? I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for that retracement. Of course, we could be mooning from here and breaking resistance. Well, it is what it is. My portfolio would be looking good. But, for that high probability trade, we'll be waiting for that retracement. The biggest support level that I see right now is the 23.4, 23.5. We're only $500 away. This could happen in the next coming hours. If we do get that choppy action with low volume, I'm looking for a trade here. I'm looking for a long position to claim the highs. Level to level trading. Holy crap, inflation going to tick down this month, says Come Bless Up. XRP to 0.4. Let's take a look. Has it reached that level? Yeah, that's the idea. I'm not a fan. I've only traded XRP, I think, 5 times in my entire life. It's probably been 10, but not much. But I'm pretty confident. If Bitcoin's pumping, XRP is lagging behind a little bit. We should be going to 40 cents like we mentioned on yesterday's video. We are at an insane support level, and the probabilities in retesting the highs here at 39.40 cents is just very, very high. I'm just looking for that small little day trade, small swing trade. Let's see if we reach that spike there. Retest of the highs. It's just very likely to happen thanks to the reading of volume and breakout of a major resistance zone also with volume. So we should be getting that bounce from this range to retest the highs. It's just very likely to happen. Let's risk a small amount of I'm going to risk a small amount of my capital for that position. Not we, of course. I'm only talking for myself. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just telling you what I can see and what I am doing on the chart. Retracement happens very often. That's what pushes the shoot, says Adele. Ethereum to 1,000 again, says Devin. Well, Ethereum is at a very interesting range. Ethereum is just, hitting that $1,750, trying to push up. As you can see, this major resistance. It is the strongest resistance level that Ethereum has right now. Why? It was the summer lows of 2021, $1,700 range. It was also a big major support here back in May of 2022, just a few months ago. We are currently hitting that level, but what is happening? We are banging that level. So, it is highly probable at this moment that we are actually going to break it. We got an insane resistance level. We just banging. We got the Ethereum merge also. People I think are going to speculate into this move, the Ethereum merge, and of course they are buying before the actual news comes out, before the merge happens, speculating on that buy. So what is happening right now? We are creating higher lows. It's pretty simple. We got that bump and run scenario that we mentioned also the last few days, right? Since we were creating this breakout, we're having the bump and run scenario right there. Bang, bang, bang. Break the resistance from lower highs. Higher levels is likely. Now, what is happening? We are in an uptrend. Higher lows, slightly higher highs. So we are in a local uptrend. We got that beautiful bounce from the support trend line. We got this low in July. We got this low here in late July, getting that beautiful support here to come back up and retest the highs. You know, this is easy trading. This is level to level trading. You are in an uptrend right there. You connect the trend line. You are getting supported from the higher lows. You are creating another higher low, of course, because you are in a local uptrend. You are still creating higher lows and higher highs. You're actually getting supported from the resistance level of the highs. Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. You break resistance. Where do you come down and bounce from? The resistance, you are turning it into support. Level to level. Where's your target? Your target is the highs here. So around about the $1,750 range, you could basically take some profits at this level, just in case you're not going to have enough steam and you're going to create a kind of a double top right there, and you are actually finally going to correct. But it is improbable. It looks like that we are forming a kind of an ascending triangle situation here. Highs, highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This is looking for that blast off, a big major support level. If we break out here with large volume, guys, continuation to the upside is likely. So we will be still looking for long positions. We are still in a local big major uptrend. We're going to start breaking major resistance levels. So and you might say, okay, but zoom out, we are still in a very aggressive multi-monthly downtrend. But if we are range trading, if we are trading the range in the next coming days, what have we been doing for the last couple of weeks? We have been creating a local uptrend. So longs for day trades and small swing trades are with high probability. Maybe a large swing trade short, maybe as soon as we start hitting bigger resistance levels. Okay, right now, if we do break this resistance, I will be pretty confident that we are going to reach the highs here of $2,200. It's the highs of this major bump and run pattern right there. So if we do continue breaking this resistance of 1,750 range, it is very likely that we are retesting 2,200. It's just very likely to happen. So we have to look for those opportunities if we have a solid breakout with volume here of the $1,700 range. Let's see. Let's wait for see what's going to happen. Still at resistance. It's still at resistance. The probability is also in failing the breakout here is also very high. So I would wait for a confirmation breakout, and then I'm going to think, right, I'm still looking for longs. If we start retracing, getting close to this $1,750 range, looking for those long high probability trades. Been seeing some requests on ETC. Absolutely. Racing Pixel, thanks very much for the insane support. Joseph, Scotty, you guys absolutely rock. Give me insane support. Mark Dutch, how you doing, my crypto legend? Let's take a look at ETC, Ethereum Classic. What's going on with ETC, Ethereum Classic? Are we going to see some opportunities on Ethereum Classic? Ethereum Classic has been an absolute beast for the last couple of weeks, having massive bullish momentum. This was finally, it was a bull flag. I was actually a little bit bearish at this range, saying, if we do have a failed attempt here, I will be shorting. What happened? We did not have a failing attempt. We just went straight through. So it was in the end a kind of a bull flag. Of course, did I lose any money? No, I did not trade any of this. Longing was the option. So what can we see here right now on Ethereum Classic? We are in a multi-monthly downtrend. This is a very hard one. You are creating lower highs on the monthly trend, as you can see here. Is it possible you are just about to create the lower high here? You know what would be extremely bullish, breaking above this last lower high. If you break above that range, oh wow, that is likely to hold as support. You know, you are going to get this uptrend, but I'm still in doubt. I'm still in doubt. I don't think we're going to go much higher. You know, people are calling for 30k Bitcoin. Will Bitcoin hit $30,000 in the coming weeks? Let me know, guys, on the poll that I'm going to leave right now. It is, oops, let me just create a poll here. Will Bitcoin hit 30k in the coming weeks, guys? Let me know in the comment section, in the poll. Alvin, thank you very much for joining. Part of the community. Welcome. Thanks, Andy. I learned so much from Andy. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Hope everyone is learning a lot. Volume reading, price action, some patterns, major structure. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at ETC. So ETC right now is hitting it is hitting a major level right now. And we're going to go through that right now. It's hitting the 0.78 Fibonacci level, getting that rejection. It's currently consolidating at the 61865. So you just hit that level and consolidating from this major drop. You could be creating a lower high here. Now it is also hitting a big level of resistance right there at this range. You do have several touches. This is very volatile crypto. We all know that. We all know that this is very volatile. Look at this. Bang, bang. You break below this range. You retest it as resistance. It wasn't support right there. Not the best crypto for analysis, I gotta say. You're currently hitting that resistance level. You could be creating a lower high. I would be extremely cautious here. extremely cautious. You are hitting a strong level of resistance. You do take a look at VPVR levels. You do have a nice, yeah, you are hitting the point of control actually at this moment from the volume traded the last since May, so about 15 months approximately. Hitting point of control right there from volume traded the last 15 months. It's a strong resistance level. Watch out if you do have choppy action and a failed attempt to break the highs here, and a lot of choppy action in the next coming days, it is likely to get a correction, right? You are in a multi-monthly downtrend. You're starting to hit resistance, point of control from the volume traded the last 15 months. So yeah. Yeah, correction is very possible. I would wait for a more choppy action. Wait for more exhaustion. Next leg up. How can I know if the price is getting exhausted? In this leg up, in this exact leg up that we are having right now, if you have a failed attempt in breaking the highs and still correct back down, this is going to be a great shorting opportunity. You are creating higher lows right there. So what you want to see is failed attempt breakout from these highs, or a swing failure, even reaching the highs and failing, and breaking down the higher low structure. Higher low structure will confirm that this is getting exhausted and that larger correction is likely. You know what, you want to wait for that attempt in breaking the highs. If it fails and we break higher low structure, you are likely to have that big correction. You need to be waiting patiently for that exact nice point of high probability, best level to trade. That's what you would want to wait for actually on ETC, Ethereum Classic. For the moment, it does look like that we are likely to retest the highs, or at least hit the 618 level from the top to the drop. So higher levels on ETC is likely, potentially $41, $42, and even retesting the highs. If we fail the breakout, look for, I will be looking for shorting opportunities. So yeah, just waiting patiently for the highest probability scenarios. Guys, like always, BTC flying. BTC at 24,100. It just reached just a few minutes ago. It is flying. This is what we get. This was a speculative long, actually. You know, it would have been a nice long. You are creating a diamond pattern right there, hitting insane support. You could have speculated along here. Anyone that is not aware of diamond patterns, this is the kind of price action that you do create for a potential reversal. Right over there, diamond bottom pattern, getting that beautiful breakout. And usually, you know, once it breaks out, you don't have much retracement. It is pretty skyrocket. It is, you know, it just skyrockets. So we had a nice diamond bottom pattern right there that just broke out yesterday. And the potential projected target from the breakout, you know, it's almost imminent at this point. Of course, we're just absolutely flying. We're likely to retest the 24.5 in the next coming hours. Potentially it's going to be relatively fast, breaking resistance levels, breaking the 618 from the drop. This is why I wasn't going to short. Higher levels is likely, guys. Higher levels is likely. Best opportunity would be having a retracement, of course. So it still can happen. It still can happen. If we start retracing in the next coming hours with low volume, I will be looking for longs, guys. Quick long for retesting the highs. This is the kind of trade I am looking for. Got some cheeky wee entries on alts today. Absolutely phenomenal. What's XRP doing? I'm only in a long on XRP. So far, so good. It's looking pretty good. I do think that 40-cent level, this was mentioned on yesterday. I had to jump in a trade, at least one trade. And XRP was the one that, you know, I was pretty confident. I did see Bitcoin having some more bullish momentum on yesterday's live stream, thanks to this diamond bottom pattern. So that bullish momentum was likely. So trading long on altcoins was an option. This is why I'm long on XRP. And this is, I explain this to most of the community. If I see Bitcoin that potentially has bullish momentum, that is going to have bullish momentum, and I do have a bullish setup on an altcoin, then I am going to long that altcoin. If I see a bullish setup on an altcoin and I see Bitcoin has a bearish setup, I will not long that altcoin. This is why I'm longing XRP from this 37-cent level, looking for that 39-40 cent range to be hit potentially in the next coming hours, because Bitcoin looked bullish. This was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Higher levels are likely because of this diamond bottom, because of the insane support at the 22.6, 22.8, and also because we are in an uptrend still, even though we are seeing some signs of exhaustion of a double top scenario. But anyway, trend is your friend till the end, and the local trend is still creating higher lows. So you wanna, you know, look for longs. Higher levels are likely. Chainlink pumping. Oh my goodness, Martin, you got that right. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Whew. Largest cryptocurrency in my portfolio, almost hitting $9. Come on, Chainlink. Chainlink's just about 30% on my portfolio. I think it's about 28% at this moment because of the massive drop that we did have. Come on, Chainlink. I think higher levels is very, very possible. We're actually breaking a descending wedge structure here on Chainlink. We are starting to hit one of the strongest resistance levels because we do have the support from September of 2020 and also December. As you can see here, we are just about to hit that support range at the $9 level. If we start breaking this range, it's going to be looking pretty good for some more pumpy action on Chainlink. Looking pretty good. Just about to hit resistance. If we do see some more bullish momentum on Bitcoin, it is likely that Chainlink will also. Doesn't diamond break down after a fake out? What do you mean? diamond break down after a fake out? Diamond bottom. It breaks out. Diamond bottom patterns usually break up. So this is a bottom coming from a downtrend. I'm not sure if I understand that. Doesn't diamond break down after a fake out? No, if it's a diamond top pattern, then you would be looking for a breakdown. Diamond bottom, break up. Right, I entered Ethereum at 1,700. Well, I think, you might be lucky. We are seeing some pumpy action. We could see that break out on Ethereum from this major range. So yeah, higher levels, that's a pretty nice trade. We are seeing crypto pumping till where? Well, I think, it looks like that we are going to attempt to break this 4 hourly level. There's another level here. If we do not get that retracement, if you did not get into any longs, of course, there is an important 4 hourly level right over here. It probably is worth the long opportunity also. If we do get a solid breakout with large volume, guys, continuation to the upside is likely. We start breaking these resistance levels. You can also look for that higher low, big support, very important 4 hourly level. It has been rejected here. We've got a fake out right there. Very much rejected. A beautiful touch here to the exact dollar. So if we do break out from this zone, I will be still be looking for longs. Only on the retracement, only with the low volume, of course. I won't be long in here. The top of the range, right, at 24.8 or 25k levels. I will be waiting patiently for retracement and low volume, just like what happened with XRP. XRP, so far so good, looking pretty good. This is the trades that I enter, waiting for that consolidation on this retracement. This was a beautiful trade that was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Of course, I would be looking for XRP to hit 39.40 cents in the next coming hours potentially. Big resistance being broken with large volume right over here. Large volume breakout. This is what we need. We want to get into the retracement onto the large volume resistance zone, looking for that nice round formation and a pump back up to retest the highs. In this long position on XRP and totally protected at this moment. I got my stop loss at break even. We're starting to break the highs. So far, if we do come down from this range, let's go to the 1 hourly. If we do retrace down from this level, it's for you have your stop loss below the lows here. You are creating high lows. If you have your stop loss here, you enter at this range and you start breaking this resistance zone, you want to put your stop loss at break even. Right? You are breaking resistance levels on XRP. What resistance? The 37.7. Resistance, resistance, resistance. You are breaking through right now. You are seeing a little bit of volume. A little bit of more volume would be nice. A little bit of more higher volume. I think it's going to start kicking in right now in the next coming hours. You want to put your stop loss at break even, because if you reverse and lose this resistance, you are likely to have a pretty aggressive drop, potentially below the lows here. If you start breaking the resistance and turn around from this moment, if you are long in this range, yeah, break even. Stop loss at break even already. Get your stop loss at break even, because if you turn around and lose this resistance from support, you are going to come down. You are likely to come down. Stop losses will be hit. Liquidation price will be hit. Guess what? I am protected from this level because I know if we turn around and lose this resistance, you are likely to come to lower levels. And I know a lot of people will get stopped out, will get liquidated. You need to play defensive trading also. This is why I have my stop loss at break even. We're getting above resistance. We should be going higher. But if we don't, I will not lose money on this trade. Defensive trading, guys. 720 people watching at this moment. Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button, guys. We can at least get to 400 likes in the next coming minutes. I'm only giving, explanations here, technical analysis, showing you my trades, how I'm going to trade it, looking at XRP, looking at, these these potential bullish momentums on Bitcoin. If you haven't checked out yesterday's live stream, we were already talking about this diamond pattern, you know, looking for that leg up. I did not trade this. I did not trade Bitcoin for that long, but it would have been a good long speculation, all right, with a tight stop loss. You know, how can you trade a diamond pattern? Well, if you are speculating that this is going to have a massive pump, you know, if you want to trade and speculate that this was, you know, this was just yesterday, that you are going to have that break above the lower higher levels, you know, your stop loss needs to be below the last higher low. What would be the last higher low if you're longing from this range? This one right over here. Okay, so you enter here, stop loss here, speculating that this diamond bottom pattern is going to break up because that is the highest probability scenario. You are risking here this to potentially gain this, the projected move. I did not long this, but it would have been a nice long. It would have been a nice long. We were talking about yesterday that the likely scenario of retesting the 24k levels was higher than actually going to lower. You can check yesterday's live stream of this diamond pattern. So we're going up. We are going up. Now what trades would I be looking at? Well, next trade here, we talked about the retracement to the 23.5. That would be the strongest resistance level that will be turning into support. Now we're still only about $600 away. We could get a pretty nice retracement here. If it does happen with low volume, I will be looking for longs at this level. Only if we retrace with low volume. If we start retracing with higher volume than the pump, yeah, no long traded. No long will be not trading it basically. Now, what would be on my next probability trade? Look at this. I mean, we had a break above this resistance level. You know, why wasn't this break above this, you know, 4 hourly candle? A lot of volatility and fake out, right? Why didn't I potentially, you know, you would say this is a long opportunity, Andy, you know, if you come down and retest the support. Check out how you get trapped, guys. You know, just a quick explanation, and this is super important content. You need to understand this. You break above this major resistance at the 24.2k levels. You got a resistance 4 hourly level. You can see it here. You can see the fake out. You can see it here. Why is this also a fake out? Well, reason why it's a fake out, the volume. This is only baby volume. You don't see any volume at all breaking this resistance. This is high volume. This is okay volume. It could be higher. But, you know, if you break our major resistance with this amount of volume, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially if you come down. This is why. Look at the volume. The volume from the correction is almost as high. This corrective volume is almost as high as the volume from the breakout. So that is already a bad sign. You're having the same selling pressure from the breakout. You don't want to look for shorting opportunities there. Absolutely not. Especially, what do I mostly say on the channel? Once we have that retracement to a resistance level, you want to see a reaction. You want to see a small stop. You want to see a consolidation. And if the volume is very low, you want to look for longs. What happened here? You know, whoever had a limit order here on this breakout or breakout trading, yeah, he got exterminated. A lot of people got exterminated with this move, thinking that we are going higher. You're going to get a bounce from this resistance turning into support, and absolutely not. You just continue down and get people absolutely liquidated, exterminated. Of course, this would have been a long opportunity for me, but if I do see this, you know, most of 90%, 95% of my trades are market execution. No limit orders. Why no limit orders? Because if I put a limit order here, then, you know, I would have got exterminated, as you can see. You have a breakdown and you continue down. Okay, so no trade taken. Volume was as high than the breakout. So you just don't want to take that trade. This is why, like I said, we are coming down to this 23.5k range in the next coming hours. If we were to have that retracement, and it is going to have low volume, if we start seeing volume as high as this pump, I will not take the trade. Only if we have low volume and we have choppy action at this resistance level. If we do get a reaction at the value area high from this range, and this major resistance should be turning into support. If we get choppy action, get a reaction, I am longing this 23.5. I will be longing this range, and I will be showing my trade, of course, as always. Just like I mentioned, the XRP long position yesterday, there it is in that long position on XRP, totally protected, because if we break this resistance zone in the next coming hours, of course, I longed right at this range, then it's likely to continue down. Yes, let's pump it to 450 likes. Absolutely, Scotty. Thank you very much. Shout out to all the Aussies watching. Absolutely phenomenal. 25.2 max N, says Kevin. Why 25.2? Please give some brief explanations on why 25.2 would be the highs. We've got a big massive wick here with large volume. This is exactly at the 25.3. So maybe this is because this is the reason why you do think that this is going to be the highs on Bitcoin right there. Potentially, yes. But what we want to take a look at is range trading. We want to range trade. We want to take a look at major resistance support levels to get into those positions. I longed 23.1. Just Princess. Okay, 23.1. All right, I was thinking 24.1 right now. Okay. You don't long here. Definitely don't long here. I thought it was 24.1, which is right there. It's not a good level to long. If you longed 23.1, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this was a nice speculation long. 23.1 is exactly the center of this diamond reversal pattern. So, I mean, that was a good speculation. If you have good risk, this diamond pattern, best way to trade it is, put your stop loss at the last higher low. If you enter here at 23.1, of course, you put your stop loss here at the invalidation point. Invalidation point would be breaking below the last higher low, so continuation to the downside would be likely. So higher low, higher low, higher low. If you enter here, stop loss here, and the risk to reward here is at least a 3-to-1. So it's a 3-to-1, 4-to-1 approximately for the potential highs that can be reached of 24.4. Risk to reward on this diamond bottom pattern was absolutely huge. I did not trade it. I didn't trade it. I'm only in an XRP trade, which is enough for me. I don't do much trading. 3-4 trades a week, maybe 10 to 15 trades a month, looking for the highest probability trades, guys, only. This was pretty high probability, but I did not trade it. It was Sunday. So we see some people that have been longing Bitcoin. Is it still a possibility to go back to at 17k or below, says Ox the Doctor? I mean, this is the thing. We are starting to get people in doubt. I think so. It is very, very possible. We've still got multi-monthly, all depending on stock markets, all depending on what's going to happen worldwide. But I do see more bearishness in Bitcoin and crypto, okay? This is just a large relief rally, okay? We have been going down. If we do take a look at Bitcoin on the, on the daily chart and zoom out a little bit, come on, guys, we need this relief rally. This relief rally is much needed. I think we can go as high as 28 and 30k level, and we are still going to be in a very bearish scenario. People are going to get a little bit bullish. People are going to be in doubt that Bitcoin, is it going to retest the lows? And I think at least one more retest of $17,000, $18,000 range is likely, okay? It's likely to happen in the next coming months. So yes, will we go at $17,000 again or retest below? My opinion here is yes. This is very likely to happen. But locally, you know, in the short term, we are bullish. We are seeing bullish momentum. So we do have some nice opportunities for longing. You know, we could see higher levels. Let's take a look at Fibonacci retracement from the highs here to the lows, and we haven't still hit the 50%, which is just $25,000. We're probably going to get a little bit of rejection here at this level, so we could still pump about $1,000 on Bitcoin in the next coming days easily. We could start getting a little bit of rejection from this range. Very important fib level, 50%. Guys, this is over 800 people watching at this moment. Wow, absolutely insane. Looks like the people are enjoying the content. Pumpy action till where? The title of this video. We can see that we're going to start hitting some resistance levels at this range. We're just hitting the 4-hourly level. But like I said the last few days, if we have this high and this higher, you know, with this fake out and a large consolidation at this range, if we are going to retest it for the third time, it is likely to break. You know, it is likely that we are going to higher levels. It is likely that we're going to higher levels. And, you know, explanation also from going higher, like mentioned the last couple of days, is that we are locally in an uptrend. There are some exhaustion signs, but big support level here, big diamond pattern, likely scenario to have that bullish momentum was very, very high. Holiday says, thoughts on Crow? You think longing good or no? Let's take a look at that. I'll give you my personal opinion on Crow, of course. Let's take a look at Crow and see, you know, well, there was an insane longing opportunity here. There was an insane longing opportunity on Crow. We haven't checked out Crow for the last, I don't know, I can't remember. It must have been at least a week ago. But what has happened here? And something beautiful has happened. I would have longed this if I would have put an alarm. I don't know why I didn't put an alarm at this range. But yeah, this is not a longing level. Longing level was a couple of days ago. Why? Because it is simple as we are in a uptrend channel here, as you can see, creating higher highs and higher lows. We get a small consolidation at the resistance. It did look like this was going to create a kind of a double top, but it finally had a massive breakout from this resistance level. Look at this. I mean, this is the strategy that I'm explaining here for the last couple of weeks, that, you know, this is a win-win, you know. It's a win-win. It's a strategy that you have high probability in succeeding with this strategy. Just look at this. You got the highs right there, retested as resistance with a little bit of volatility. Where is the volume? Volume is, look at the volume on average here, right? Can you see the spike on volume? It's not much, but the spike, where is the spike? The spike is at the top here with the bullish. They are green candles. There's more volume to the upside than to the downside. When you are correcting here, there is low volume, right? Volume goes down when you're correcting. So if you break a major resistance level, this was a trade that was just, you know, 2 days ago, you could have taken this trade. And of course, I'm only giving you the information, guys, so you guys can be ready for these trading opportunities and have good risk management, of course. I cannot be always here for these opportunities, but like I said, big resistance level. There is some volume, a little bit, not much. You have an insane breakout. I will take a look at Yeah, I got, oh, there's a super chat is from Crow. So yeah, basically massive big volume on this breakout. What happens if you break out a major resistance with high volume and you retrace down to the resistance zone with low volume? You are likely going to get that bounce to come up and retest the highs, or at least the 618 level here from the drop, which is just about almost hitting the 618. There's a lot of choppy action here with the rejections on the 4 hourly, but large volume, you're likely to test the highs, which would be around about this 15.5% level. Absolutely phenomenal trade there, right there on Crow. Crow can be traded on Bybit, if I'm not mistaken. They did add Crow. Remember, you do have an insane bonus down below of up to $4,450 to claim, okay, at the on the rewards hub. You need to follow the steps to claim that bonus. You're not going to sign up and they're going to give you that 4,450. You need to follow some steps at the rewards hub once you sign up with the link in the description. Only for experienced traders. Insane hitting 500 likes. Do we get a wet shirt contest? Someone saying here there's no volume, says Peter. No volume on this pumpy action on Bitcoin. Are we seeing low volume? It is true. There is no volume. Stay cautious. Stay cautious. There is volume on the 1 hourly. If we take a look at the 15-minute, you know, there is some volume, but it should be higher. We should be seeing higher volume on this pump. Not gonna lie. We're just hitting the 4 hourly level that we did create on the 20th of July. Right now, just about to get that reaction from this level. Stay cautious. Guys, been here over an hour right now. Yep, he's long in XRP. Yes, long to XRP. I got Aditya here saying, I longed Gala at 385 with volume and VPBR and support and resistance. Check Andy. Thanks you, Andy. Love you, Andy, says Aditya. Let's take a look at Gala right away. Why not? Gala was looking pretty bullish. We talked about Gala being bullish, you know, a few days ago. Very likely to have that bullish momentum because of this kind of descending wedge scenario here, getting exhausted, having a little bit of flat momentum, likely to get this bullish price action. We are seeing a little bit of bullish momentum. Stay cautious. All right, we should be seeing these altcoins pumping, lagging behind Bitcoin. It ain't looking bad. It ain't looking bad. If we do see that breakout, then it's going to be a confirmation from the last lower high right over here. We do see large consolidation. This is not a successful breakout. If we do see a breakout right now, it is likely to continue. It is likely to continue creating higher lows. Not much to add, guys. Yes, this is going to be it for the live stream. 24.4 then dump. Well, 24.4 is the target of this this diamond bottom. So yeah, you could hit that target of 24.4 and then drop. It is very, very possible. Volume is not extremely high, so yeah, stay cautious. Stay very, very cautious. Definitely no long in here. If anything, you want to look for shorts. Don't long the top here. Don't long the pump. If we do get retracement with low volume, with even lower volume, I will be looking for longs. But if we start seeing large volume on the correction, stay extremely cautious. This could be a sign of a big major correction if we start seeing large volume correcting on Bitcoin at these levels. Stay cautious, guys. Safe trading. Hope you like strategies here from volume, price action, resistance, and support. If you do, smash up the like button. Yesterday we were talking about this. diamond bottom pattern with a likely scenario of getting that pumpy action. We are going to start hitting resistance levels at this moment, guys. If we start pumping with low volume like we are doing right now, stay extremely cautious. Big reversal will happen potentially in the next coming days if we continue pumping with low volume. Guys, looking for making another video or a live stream afterwards. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way out. Check out the bonuses down below for Prime XBT and Bybit. You got insane bonuses, and also the Bitcoinsensus website where you do have the latest news and technical analysis ideas down below. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.